One application was withdrawn today, and that was the first application which Hallam put in, and that was the one which was put in 2014 for 1,500 homes on our strategic gap. And you remember that the Highways Authority, Hampshire County Council, expressed concerns about roads. Natural England had concerns about wildlife. And during the last 2 years, Hallam have been, they say, researching issues which have been raised in your consultations which have taken place. They've worked to amend the proposals. They've held a web consultation, I understand. And then earlier this month, a second planning application was validated. It actually came in some time ago, before Christmas, but it was incomplete, which meant it couldn't be validated and it couldn't be publicised. But about a week ago it was validated, so hence why we're able to have the meeting this evening and the consultation is moving ahead. What's the second application for? Well, our planning officer is going to go through it in some detail, but in very outline terms, it's an outline planning application, and that means that it's just the principle of the application and the housing in the strategic countryside gap and access. And that is all that the application is. Other matters like appearance, landscaping, layout, what do the houses look like, etc., they're reserved, which means that they would come in a future application if this one, for some reason, received the planning consent. What council policies cover the site? There are many, but the main policy is one called CS22, which is Strategic Gap. And that provides the basis for retaining strategic gaps within the borough. We actually have two. We have the gap between South Fareham and Stubbington, which is the gap that's the subject of this application, and we also have the Meon gap between Fareham and Titchfield as well. And that policy restricts development within these gaps where, in the council's judgment, individually or cumulatively, this affects the integrity of the gap and the physical and visual separation of the settlements. So that's Fareham from Stubbington. So there'll be many issues which the council will need to consider, not least of which is compliance with the local plan, the principle of the development, the viability of the development, what is proposed, ecology, landscape, impact, flood risk, open space, highways, etc. So there are many, many issues which the council will consider and will take into account all of the responses, and I'm sure there will be many which will come in as a result of this application. And then in terms of when a decision would be made, unless we end up with Hallam saying, as they did with the last one, please don't determine it, and I can't think that will be the case this time, then what will happen is the council is likely to make a decision this summer on this application. What's in it? What's changed? Well, there's a reduction from 1,550 houses to 1,100. Certain aspects have been taken out of the application, certain parts of the site. That's how they've managed to reduce it. They've changed the Stubbington bypass route to accord with, mostly with the planning consent that Hampshire County Council is given, but it's still, by no means the whole bypass as part of it. They've moved the school, they've changed a few other things, but Mark will go into all of that anyway. But as I say, in terms of the housing, it's 1,100 houses, 40% affordable, between 2 and 5 bedrooms, and then things like GP surgery and one or two other issues. But as I said, there are many policies that will be taken into account. The important thing now, I think, though, is for Mark to introduce the application, help you understand exactly what's in it, hopefully will help you in formulating comments, and then once Mark has given his presentation, the floor will be open. It's your meeting, it's the President's meeting, to be able to ask any questions you wish to, and we'll do our very best to answer them and then consider what the next steps are. So I'm going to hand straight over now to Mark Wyatt.